Hi everyone, welcome back to Hot Custom YouTube channel. Today I'm actually going to do a walkthrough of my Tomica limited vintage collection, and that is actually the Toyota Land Cruiser FJ56V. So there's a total of 7 castings here. They are actually all the same casting and the same model. They just come out in different theme and different colorway. So I believe that this one is actually the one that is the harder to get. This one and the second one that I'm going to feature, which is actually this. It comes in sort of the cream and the khaki finishing. It's actually quite nice. The reason why is because I actually love Toyota Land Cruiser quite a lot, and I've been actually following Toyota Land Cruiser ever since I started this hobby, and also looking quite nostalgic. It's not the older version of the Land Cruiser, but still it's actually looking quite sharp and quite nice. As always, TLV has always have all the intricate details here, and you can see that when you come to the rim and you can come to the headlight, actually more or less is the same. It's just that the wheel set are different, as well as the color scheme are different, and they come in different theme as well. So I shall actually move on to the second one. Let me just put this box behind. We can actually do a little bit of the stack up later. So this is one of them. The second one is actually in the green and the light green version, I believe. It's not the cream version or khaki version, but just come in a green version. So it's actually totally the same. It's the same casting. It just come out in another colorway. So let me just put the casting here. Very fast, let's just go through it. Totally the same. It comes in the same batch as well in A and B. Quite nice, quite sharp. I actually love all these details here. You can see the word Toyota is actually very clear, very legible. You can see that the details here are superb. Wheel set is nice as well. Let me check. They also have another spare wheel set, if I'm not wrong. See the spare wheel set here? Although it's just all black, but they even have a spare wheel set, as well as the base and the chassis is actually looking very nice. So it's actually a very nice casting. I actually quite glad to actually complete this set for now. They may be releasing future sets. This one come in actually in the theme. I believe that this is actually for a broadcast. Broadcast is actually a broadcast vehicle. So there are 2 versions for these broadcast vehicles. This one is actually something like a cultural broadcast vehicle, from what I can see here. So yeah, this is one. Let's not interfere with the turntable. This is the one, the broadcast vehicle. I actually quite like this theme because I like the design. I like the color. Is actually looking quite nostalgic. It looks a bit retro. Even the typeface and the font using here is actually quite retro. And I love the top here because it actually come in a different color scheme. It come with the khaki version of the tan version. It actually is a broadcast, a radio broadcast sort of the theme. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what I think so. Actually sort of the utility vehicle. So it's quite nice. There is also a second version as well. Let me just see this. You can see the box is actually not the really standard box. It's actually slightly elongated. So it's elongated because due to the size of the car is actually in a bigger scale. So let's just put the other vehicle here. More or less the same. It's just another broadcast vehicle. Quite similar as well in terms of the design. So you can see 1422 kilohertz is it, and you can see here you have the word Toyota. Actually it's all very standard. It's actually the same, it just come out in a different theme. Let's put this here. And the next one, this is my favorite. This is actually in the JF theme, and actually it's very nice. I love this. I actually really love this. I think it's actually quite cool. So This JAF team for 2018 Tomica regular has also come out with another version, the mainline version, and there is also the Toyota Land Cruiser. So I shall actually put this here now. As you can see, this one is looking very nice. I actually love this. You can see here the warning design, the signal here. You can see the JF here, and you can see that all these are actually all very nice. You can see there is this sort of the loudspeaker here, which is actually very nice for those days, and there is also a siren, so it's actually very nice. For the main line, they actually come out with one as well. This one is highly believed to be a Japanese Japan market exclusive for the main line. This is number 44 for Tomica mainline, and the scale is actually 1:71 versus 1:64. Hence, you can see that the main line is actually smaller than that. These are two different made of Land Cruiser. The next one is also my favorite. Actually, the last three is my favorite, and this is the one. I believe this is actually the highway patrol car, more or less the same as the JF. Yeah, more or less the highway patrol vehicle. Let me just stack this. And this is actually the casting. Come in actually a bright yellow, very bright yellow. Somehow Tomica limited vintage yellow appeal to collectors and appeal to me. This one is actually quite hard to find. This one and the JF is quite hard to find. In fact, most of the Toyota Land Cruiser now has already retired because TLV has only had one production run, and this one is actually quite hard to find. I'm actually quite lucky to actually get this in my early days of collecting TLV, so I'm glad because it's actually quite hard to find. This is also maybe my very first TLV Toyota Land Cruiser, and I actually started to expand after that. The last one is actually the police team. This one I actually pick up in Tomica shop. This is actually a Tomica shop exclusive. As you can see, the box is also the standard box. The design is standard, but the box color and the packaging color scheme is actually different. This is skewed more towards the Tomica shop sort of the color scheme. And you can see that actually is almost the same. It's just that the flap and the color scheme is actually different. So this is the casting. This one I picked up, I believe, in 2013 in Tomica shop, or 2014. Can't really recall, late 2013 or early 2014 in Tomica shop. They have plenty there, and I only pick up one for my collection. That point of time, don't really have the one to showcase and one to collect mentality, so you just only get one. Usually, most of my TLV now also is just only one pieces because of the price point. In fact, TLV is at a much higher price point. I actually like this because as different from the JAF car. Let me just put the JAF car, which has the loudspeaker here. This one, the loudspeaker is actually on the roof, so it's actually quite nice. It's actually beside the siren. And this is actually in the standard police car scheme, where the JAF is just on the sort of the petrol scheme. In fact, you can see that both of them are actually totally the same. It's just that one is actually more for the street petrol. So I believe that this is actually one of my favorite, my very favorite in my TLV collection. And here you are, a walkthrough of the 7 Toyota Land Cruiser from TLV FJ56V. So alright, thanks everyone for tuning into my channel and watching my video. And please remember to subscribe to Hot Custom YouTube channel. To give a like and comment freely, I will actually be very responsive in my YouTube channel. Be sure to follow my Instagram channel as well, my Instagram page at Hot Custom. And I do actually upload video to my channel every week. Thanks everyone, goodbye and good night.